Good morning, kinder friends. This is Mrs. Shook again. Welcome to your math intervention block. Today we're going to review tens frames. Let's join the tens frames train and practice counting. Remember, when you count a tens frame, you start in the top left corner, go all the way across, and then if you need to go to the next row, you start in the bottom left corner and go all the way across to the right, just like if you were reading a book. Okay, I hope you got a chance to review counting in the tens frame from 1 to 10. Now the next few slides will show you a tens frame with some of the counters filled in. The question on every slide is, how many more to make 10? Your first step is to figure out how many counters there are. Then, figure out how many more you need to make 10. Okay, here's our first one. How many more to make 10? If you're not sure, think of how many counters are there now. Hopefully you recognize that there are 5 counters. If not, you can just count how many are there. The whole top row is full, so there are 5 counters in the tens frame. How many more counters do you need to make 10? To answer that, how many more boxes are open? 5. You need 5 more counters to make 10. That means our number sentence is 5 counters plus 5 more counters equals 10. 5 and 5 make 10. Good job. Let's try another one. How many more to make 10? How many counters are there already? How many more do you need to make it full to make 10? 3. You need 3 more counters to make 10. What would our number sentence be? How many did we start with? How many did you add? And what's the total? Our number sentence is 7 plus 3 equals 10. There were 7 counters in the tens frame. You need 3 more to get to 10. 7 and 3 make 10. How many more to make 10? Two more counters make 10. That's because we already have 8 counters and you need 2 more to make it full to make 10. When a tens frame is full and there are no boxes empty, then you have 10 counters. 8 counters plus 2 more make 10. How many more do you need to make 10? You need 8 more to make 10. Our number sentence is 2 plus 8 equals 10. Our 2 counters plus 8 more makes 10. How many more to make 10? Seven more. Our number sentence is 3 plus 7 equals 10. We have 3 counters and need 7 more to make 10. How many more to make 10? 4. We need 4 more to make 10. Our number sentence is 6 plus 4 equals 10. We have 6 counters on our tens frame. We would need 4 more counters to finish filling the tens frame. 6 and 4 more make 10. Here's another review song for Friends of 10 or ways to make 10 like we just did. How fun was that video? The friends of 10, 0 and 10, 1 and 9, 2 and 8, 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 5 and 5. And you can reverse them. 6 and 4, 7 and 3, 8 and 2, 9 and 1, 10 and 0. Knowing those friends of 10 are a great way to help you with addition, number bonds, tens frames. So keep practicing. For your independent work today, you're going to work in your math fluency packet that you receive from school. If you don't have this packet, you can simply do the work on a blank piece of paper. The directions say what's missing. Count the number of dots in the 5 frame, then count how many empty spaces there are to create an equation to match. In our lesson today, we worked on a tens frame. A 5 frame is only half of a tens frame, so it's not as many, but it's the same idea. On the first one, for example, I colored in the boxes with the counters orange, and I colored in the blank box pink. How many counters are in the 5 frame? You put that number in the first box. That is also orange. How many more counters are needed, or how many blank spaces are there in the 5 frame? You put that number in the pink box. The white box is where you put the total or the whole or all of them. If it's a 5 frame, your total or your whole would be 5. So, for the first one, there are 4 counters and 1 blank space. So your equation is 4 plus 1 makes 5. Continue doing this for the rest of your sheet. How many counters plus how many more do you need to make 5 or to fill in the 5 frame? If you need help with this or anything else, please reach your teachers during office hours through their Zoom link or send them a dojo message. We are so glad that so many of you are working so hard on your work. We miss you very much and love to hear from you. Thanks too to moms and dads and guardians, grandmas and grandpas, whoever's at home helping our scholars get their work done.